So guys like JB, I almost was telling this story a while ago. Like I love it, and it's one that everybody in our industry knows. But like one thing that sets him apart, like at some of those PBR events, once you get to like what would be like the short round, you get to pick your bull, and so that's unique. You know, at rodeos, you never pick your bull. It's more you get drawn your bull. Well, at these PBRs, there's instances where you do a draft and you pick it, and where you're sitting going into that short round determines when you pick. Well, there's this real famous bull named Bushwacker, like unridden. Somebody rode him whenever he was like a 2-year-old. I wish I remembered the name now, but like he had this one ride when he was real young. But then once he started like going to all the big bull ridings, like nobody rode this bull, Bushwacker. And JB picked him 13 times. Like he always picked that bull. Some guys would pick a bull they know they could ride. Like I know I can be 90, 88 points on this bull, so I'm going to pick him. You know, there's these other 2, 3 I'm unsure about, but I'm going to pick this one I know I can ride and hopefully win. JB went to Bushwacker 13 times, and he rode him once.
Wow.
Like he kept picking him. Like the most dangerous, baddest bull in the world, undeniably. And he just kept going back to him, and that was one of those cowboy factors. And they played Bad to the Bone, that They're a Good song. And when that song comes on, the crowd goes freaking nuts. And they know JB's coming around the corner. Like, they don't play it for anybody else.
Wow.
And anyways, that mentality for him to pick that bull 13 times.
And so when you say he only rode it once, you mean he made it to 8 seconds once?
Correct.
Yeah.
95 1/4 points, I think.
Is this it? Bushwacker.
This is Bushwacker. I'm not sure if
Look
this
at
is...
that neck on that motherfucker. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, this is the one. I recognize that hat. This is the one where he does ride him. It's like
Again, hat, no helmet.
Hat down, baby. Slide and ride. He does not waste time in the
Wow,
chute.
look at that bull.
That bull.
Oh, my God.
And he had a different trip every time. And then, bam.
Wow.
And the crowd goes nuts.
Look at that lady.
Confetti's flying.
Look at that lady.
Yeah. They love that man right there. Like,
Look at that lady cheering. Look at her face. Look at her face.
It's like she was riding him with her.
Wow. That's amazing.
There was one of those 13 times, though, he picked him, and 2 seconds during the ride, so like he's on his back, just like he is right here, and all the lights go out.
Oh, no.
All the lights shut out, and that's one of my videos, just where he tells the story. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if it's actually on, yeah, that one down there is another one.
JB rides a bull in the dark.
That's another one of mine.
Oh, same thing.
I got the algorithm picked.
You got
figured
it wired.
Out. Dale Brisby keeps
wired.
popping up. But no, yeah, and so like 2 seconds in, the lights go out. And I was like, what'd you do? And he was like, well, I can't ride him in a lit-up-ass arena, much less in the dark. So he jumped
bailed.
off. Yeah.
God.
That would be obviously I guess it would be similar to riding him if you were blind, but riding something in the dark, that would be the most
So is he the only guy other than that person who rode him when he was 2?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and they retired him a few years after that, I think.
That's
Not long
crazy.
after that.
And nobody else tried?
Oh, yeah. Guys would get on him all the time.
They just
But
get flown.
Just didn't. I can't remember how many outs he had. But yeah,
How unusual is that a bull's that good?
In the
First time
PBR,
ridden in 43 outs. Wow.
in the PBR, I mean, like, there's so many great bulls. Like, Bodacious is probably arguably, Bodacious and Bushwacker are the two most famous bulls, I would say. And Bodacious, he's more like the 90s, and he had some rides, but the PBR these days is, I think that's tough.
What a crazy thing to want to do. The bull does not want you on him, and you decide to get on him.
Yep.
And ride him for his... Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I think that's tough.
That's what freaks me out, when you go down and they're coming down with you.
Yeah, that's tough, Hedeman.